So that was a year ago, and I think going through the experience is much different than hearing about it or even knowing someone who's gone through the experience. And it really put into perspective what you guys all are doing today and what Chris has done and everyone who supported Chris in putting this together. So when I think of Susan G. Komen, I think about the research, I think about the support for people who are in financial need, and I think about awareness. And for me, my diagnosis 20 years ago was a really bad diagnosis. I mean, it was only stage 2, but the type of cancer is aggressive. It's very likely to recur. But with research in the past 20 years, I get a drug that increases my chance of disease-free survival, 10-year disease-free survival rate by 40%. So this is amazing. This is, something that pretty much, even without chemo, which I did have to have, can help increase survival. So I feel very grateful for that. And Chris was talking about gratitude. I'm so lucky to have friends and family to support me, but also access to excellent health care. And I looked up on my account yesterday. So in the past year, I've incurred like $460,000 worth of medical bills. Wow. And so for people who don't have access to medical care, who don't live 3 miles away from an excellent treatment center, who don't have a job that supports them in their medical leave, the support that Susan G. Komen and that all of you help provide is really essential. And then the last thing is the awareness. I think we're all here, and we're, many of us are young and not even thinking about breast cancer. And so I just want to say that breast cancer and cancer in general, it doesn't care how old you are, who you are, your socioeconomic status, your race, your ethnicity. It just doesn't care. And so I want to, for especially all the younger women out there who aren't at an age to start their mammograms, do your self-exams. I found mine just by luck. I know a lot of people are afraid about self-exams, like what if I find a lump? Well, I can tell you the only thing worse than finding a lump is finding it 3 months from now or a year from now. So I really want to put that out there for the younger women. So anyway, but thanks so much for everything that you guys are doing, for your time today, and for the contributions you've made and to Chris and everything. Thank you.
Thank you, Seeka. I'd like to introduce now the mayor of Alameda, our mayor, your mayor, Trish Spencer.
Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
How you doing?
All right.
A little louder. How you doing?
Good.
I'm doing great. I'm a 9-year cancer survivor. I really appreciate all you being here. I truly appreciate everyone that steps up all the time to support medical research, treatment, caregivers. It takes all of us to really help each of us that goes through this journey. And we all do it a little differently. I'm Mexican American. I was diagnosed with triple-negative breast cancer 9 years ago. I too caught it myself. People ask all the time, how'd you find out? And my journey, so I go to my doctor, I'm like, I think I need a mammo, right? Because I just know. Oh, there's so many women out there, they always think they got breast cancer. You're good. No, I think I need a mammo. I went to another doctor. Got it, right? But the physician's assistant then, she actually had me do something I'd never been told. I'm just going to demonstrate. She had me bend over. My breast with the cancer laid differently. It was not a pee test. It was none of those things that I'd ever heard before. Very simple way to check. And immediately, yes, I was positive. And you're positive because it takes them like an hour to actually talk to you about anything substantively, right? It's like, how's your family? Oh, how are you doing? Oh, how did you get here today? Do you think your husband might be able to come and pick you up? Well, okay, you know, right? However, fast forward, so I did chemo, radiation, 2 surgeries, something I did throughout all of it, and you all do this. We keep fit, right? So that was critical. I, quote unquote, sailed through chemo. It was very hard for me personally, but not necessarily compared to my peers. And you've got to exercise, you've got to take care of your body. You do recognize when the little changes happen, whatever it is. And then yes, you got to advocate for yourself or whomever that is. Fast forward, I was given 2 years to live. I'm on year 9, which means I'm actually like anyone else out there now in regards to whether or not I have a recurrence. And I ran a marathon before, I ran a marathon after, I did the Beta Breakers during, and I'm still here, of course, now exercising, and I truly am that advocate. You've got to take care of your body all the time, so you are prepared for whatever happens to your body. Then you're best able to fight it. I do want to really appreciate this fund. It's important to have everyone donate to any cause like this. I know, there's some people that pick and choose which cancers they're going to support. I'm happy to have you support any of them. We do count on all of us chipping in. So be out there supporting and have a wonderful, wonderful tournament.
Thank you, Chris.
Chris, can I have the mayor give this to you with a picture?
Sure, we're going to do a quick picture break.
It's just the mayor and Chris.
I don't even know why they do it. This is a check from Bauer CFS for $7,500. They were very kind to generate, and I wanted to be sure that the mayor was presenting the check to Chris for Rally for the Cure. Thank you.
Thanks, Richie. Wow.
Thank you, thank you. Finally, last but certainly not least, I want to introduce a former coach, mentor, great person, and more importantly, a great friend, Mike Bauer, and he is going to speak about St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, which will be the beneficiary for our silent auction.
Well, this brings back memories. I'm going to make it real short because I know Chris has a timeline and I know what that means as a future or past director of tennis. My experience with breast cancer is none, but I had an experience while on tour in Cincinnati. They always do some kind of benefit for something, and in this case we had a benefit for the St. Jude Children's Cancer Hospital, and we went there and visited the kids. I don't know, 2 or 3 of the players, and the parents were there, and the kids, with their shaved or the fallen out heads, and the thing that impressed me the most about these kids that they didn't seem to know that they were sick. I mean, well, at least not in presence with us. They were so happy. They enjoyed our visit. They were smiling. They were, we gave them something, and they were so appreciative. The parents were appreciative. I've never forgotten that, and that's why I asked Chris if you could have something for the St. Jude's Children's. It has obviously now with my son. I have a 5-year-old, and I'm so grateful that he is not where these kids were, and so if you can do what you can, it'd be great. We'd appreciate it, and look forward to seeing you all today.
Okay, we're going to get started with the tennis part in just a minute, but first I'm going to ask for a large group photo with everyone here on Court 1. But before we do that, I just want to say that the first round of Pro-Am tennis, all the assignments, court assignments, who your partner is, all that's on the bulletin board, so check that. The first round of tennis is going to be 1 set, first to 6 games, no ad scoring. And then we're going to take a break and do a round 2. But first, quick group picture, then you can go straight to your courts. And we've got pink tennis balls for you. So, group picture quickly, please.
Hey guys, Chris, before we do that, give it up for Chris. It's great to see Walking to grow up, and great to see him taking the initiative. Thank you.